If you enjoyed the video, feel free to subscribe. We're getting closer and closer to 1,000 subscribers. Help us reach that next milestone.
Alright, so our mission today, we are doing Search and Destroy, Exploded Ordnance, and I do believe it is Smoke and Mirrors. So we're going to be moving objectives, and Smoke and Mirrors, we can put some extra things in reserves, which I don't know if will make a difference for me, but it might for Laura.
And this is me from the future. I forgot to do my list, so here's a list here. It is the On Golden Wings list. My warlord is Trajan Valoris. We have 2 units of Custodian Guard. Both of them have 3 spears, Vexilla, and 1 sword and board. 5 Custodian Wardens, 1 of the Vexilla, a unit of Prosecutors, 2 units of 6 Venatari, a unit of 3 Venatari, 2 units of Witch Seekers, and then for our allied units, we have a Calidus Assassin and Draxus. And I'm using the Shield Host Detachment.
Alright, so we've got some Emperor's Children running Renegade Raiders. First off, we got actually a Demon, so I've got a Keeper of Secrets running with the Shining Aegis, so it has a 5-up Feel No Pain. Beside 5 Terminators with a Sorcerer in Terminator armor. They have the Enhancement Mark of the Hound, so they'll have Scouts at the beginning of the game. Here we've got some Possessed with the Master of Possession who has Dread Reaver as an enhancement, so we'll be rerolling all hits and wounds if they're within 12 inches of the enemy deployment zone, which with the mission is kind of what you want. Then we've got 5 Noise Marines and a Land Raider, Rhino, a Demonette, some Legionaries, Obliterator, and 3 Chaos Bikers.
Okay, so this is our deployment here. I put Constantine Valdor and the Wardens here in this terrain here, just kind of up so I can pounce on this objective if I need to. My Witch Seekers are here ready to scout if I get first turn, hopefully towards some objectives. A lot of my army is back here. We got Draxus and her Custodian Guard here, and then another bit of Custodian Guard here. And then I have all of my Venatari in the Deep Strike. And over here, Laura, she has her Keeper of Secrets, scary. And then her Land Raider full of, is it Warp Talons or something in there?
Possessed.
Possessed, ooh. And then her big block of Terminators who are going to be able to scout as well. And then we have some Noise Marines back here holding the objective, some Bikes, and a Rhino just to stop some screening. She doesn't want Venatari to come down and take her objective. And then we, over here, it looks like we have some stuff in Deep Strike. Looks like it's just, whatever, Obliterators and, Demonettes. Yeah. A 6.
You are first.
I are first. I actually need some Scouty Scouts, so that is good. So I'll do my Scout moves, Laura will do her Scout moves, and we'll come back and see what the board looks like. For my Scouts, I did move my Witch Seekers towards this objective, and these Witch Seekers towards this one, so I should be able to move them turn 1. That's going to be quite spicy. And Laura I think she moved her just disgusting blob of Terminators that are going to chop me up real nice, a little closer into the terrain. So that's our Scouts. We're going to go on to my turn 1 and my draw. We're going to see what happens. Okay, so let's see what my turn 1 draw is going to be. I hope it's something good, or is it going to be, let's see, we got engage in all fronts. Yep, bring it down. That continues my great track of awesome turn 1 cards. Not sure what I'm going to do with those. Maybe engage, but I don't think I want to run my Wardens over there for a few points. So looks like I'm just going to be getting 0 on the secondary and some sweet CP. So I'm up to 1 CP. Laura's up to 1 CP. Time to move. Okay, now, so we have, all I really did is I just moved over here with the Witch Seekers, move this objective just up a little bit while I still have control of it, where Laura has to come get it, be a little closer to my Custodian Guard. Here, this could be a bad move, this could be a good move. I've never really done this mission before, so I didn't want to kick them over here because Laura will just easily take it and just boot it right back. So I moved it over here just so I had to pull her army a little closer to my Warden, so I might be able to charge her without, coming out and being shot. We'll see what happens. That's my turn. I'm not really doing anything else. These guys did advance over here to get behind this terrain, and that is it. I did use my 1 CP with the Draxus unit to sticky this objective though, just to protect that. So that is my turn. I'm going to toss both cards just because I do have Bring It Down and Engage, but they're just probably not happening. Tossing those. So we're going to go on to the Laura's turn 1. Part of your cards draw. Oh.
You are not called the
Horde.
Horrible, are you?
No, because you need to have
25 wounds.
25 wounds.
Yeah, so we'll sabotage and area denial.
Ooh, not bad. Sabotage and area denial for the Emperor's Children, turn 1 draw. Okay, so for the movement phase, looks like the possessed jumped over the land raider and they moved over to this objective. I tried to overwatch them to no avail. Laura just shuffled the Keeper of Secrets over just to make it so if I do want to charge, it's a 9-inch charge. Jumped out Lucius, my pal, over here onto this objective over here. I do believe she's going to do the action, punt it towards me. Terminators are hanging over here just waiting for me to come forward so she can pounce on towards me. So we both have melee armies and hard-hitting melee armies, so we're going to be quite the chess match here. So I think that's the movement phase. The only thing she has left to shoot is my poor sisters here. So hopefully I have a few sisters left, but we'll find out after the shooting phase. All right, and like we figured, Witchseeker's gone, Land Raider kill it. Now the possessed are charging into my Witchseekers.
That is a 7.
A 7. Oh.
They get +1.
Oh. Okay, well, they're gonna make it in and I'm probably gonna get minced. For Laura, she did mop up my Witchseekers, which, you know, couldn't, without possessed, chop them up real nice. I was hoping they survived. Didn't happen. So she does get aerial denial though for 5 points. So that brings the score up to 5-0. And we're gonna go on to my turn 2 and see what I can do. Hopefully it draws a little better. We get containment. What's that?
It's the edges.
Edges.
You gotta do actions.
Well, wardens might be doing some actions, which, you know, I guess, and recover assets. Ugh. Well, containment and recover assets, I'm gonna have to hold on to those. I don't want to spend the CP because I want to have CP for shenanigans. So I'm gonna go on to my movement. I'm up to 2 CP. Score's 5-0. Let's see if I can get some points. Alrighty, so for my movement phase, a little tricky just because these things move and it is annoying because I can't just camp on objectives or get ready to pounce with my Venatari. So I moved out with this Custodian Guard because I do need to get in this possessed and just pull some of Laura's army towards these guys. Warden stayed here. I could have moved them over for containment, but if I move them out anywhere, I'd have so much stuff that's going to slam into them. I'd rather have them as a counterweight over here. Draxus just moved over here just to cover over here with her shots if someone comes in. And I have the screened out quite a bit, hopefully now, to stop them screening. Gonna do the recover assets with this one because they're on my deployment. Cover assets with these Venatari, and we'll do containment with this lady. So that's gonna be my secondary points. I needed those. It's probably not gonna be too many shots. I might try to shoot her indirect fire into this unit and then charge it. But that's gonna be my turn. It's gonna be a quick turn. We'll see how the shooting, and then we'll do it to the charges. Alrighty, so over here, I get a 8-inch charge. I did have to re-roll it, but I wasn't quite able to get onto the objective for re-roll wounds. I was lucky enough to pick up the squad. Laura did roll a lot of 2s and 3s. That's not the best for her, but rolling happens, and I know the pallet fields because I am Captain Fort and Vaughn into 2s. So that's my turn. I did get containment for 3 points. The score's 5-3. Recover assets happens at the end of my turn. So I have a feeling Laura will be smashing into some of these units.
Extend battle lines.
Okay.
That's pretty doable.
Yeah.
And no prisoners.
Ooh.
Very spicy.
Spicy. So once again, I don't think Laura scores any primary either. This is a pretty low primary scoring game so far. And we're going to go on to turn 2 movement for the Emperor's Children. She goes up to 4 CP, lots of the CPs. And I'm at 2. For the movement, Emperor's Children, we got the Keeper of Secrets moved in towards here to ready to bash my brains in. Blade Raiders came down, ready to shoot. My favorite, a big pile of combi weapons, is going to shoot into my Custodian Guard most likely, so that's going to be fun. And we did have some Demonettes dropping over here. I left a little bit of room. I wanted to drop the Venatari in, but they were too fat to fit in there. They're just too big, the bases, there's too many of them, wasn't happening. So I dropped some Venatari over here and Venatari over here, because I do need to stop these counterpunch stuff coming in here, because I don't like all this stuff or that. So Laura's going to do some shooting at me. Let's see if I'm just a smoking crater here once she's done with all these combi weapons. I am going to use the Fort Field of Pain against mortal wounds for 1 CP, bring me down to 2 CP. And Laura has all kinds of CP to shoot junk at me. So we're gonna go on to Emperor's Children shooting phase and see what Laura does to me in the shooting. For the shooting for the Emperor's Children turn 2, she was able to use the Blade Raiders to shoot the indirect and kill 2 of my Wardens, even with the reroll. Ouchie! She did shoot most of my Custodian Guard up here. I am down to 2 of them. The Fort Field of Pain did help. I was able to soak some of the shooting, but Now we have some charges coming our way.
So I'm going to spend the CP so that they can advance and charge, and because you're on an objective, it's +1 still.
All right.
So they can advance. They can re-roll because of the sorcerer into a 8, which is pretty tasty.
Yes.
I don't think Shalaxi can fail.
No.
But there's a 7, and then the demonettes into whatever those things are.
Oh yeah,
right there.
the prosecutors.
That is an 8, so they're in.
Ooh, nice.
+1 because they have a banner.
Okay, here. So it looks like Laura punched back quite hard. Picked up my Venatari, so those are gone. My Custodian Guard gone, and my poor prosecutors are gone. So she does get scored maximum no prisoners. She does get some 6 on primary for these objectives and extend battle lines. So it does bring the score up, I do believe, to 21-7. Because we were scoring these wrongs at first. We didn't realize we scored these at the end of everyone's turn. So I think the score is the right now.
And I've denied you recover assets.
And denied my recover assets. So that is turn 2 for the Emperor's Children. Let's see if I get a better draw and see what I can do here. Turn 3 for the Custodes. Let's see what I draw here. We get Defend Stronghold. What's this one?
Sorry.
Oh, that's all right. I'll charge it and see if I can get it back, hopefully. And I will toss recover assets for the CP that I did gain because it is no bueno for cleanse. Even most likely worse. So let's go on and see a score still 7-21. Let's see if I can clear out some of these Emperor's Children and see if I can kind of get some of my points back here. All right, so for my movement, I have to hit hard. I need to take out this unit. She did overwatch my Venatari when it came out. I did get lucky. I did only lose my shield guy and down one of my spear guys down to 1 wound. Drax has moved over to here to get some charges onto this unit. Still be able to fire into these Terminators. Constantine Valor finally moved out to do something. And Venatari over here to charge the Keeper. So I had to clear out some of this board to keep myself from being shot off the board. All right, let's see what happens. All right, so my shooting phase, not the best. Everything pretty much bounced off of all the shooting. I did try to shoot the Obliterators, did nothing. Drax, even with the double shoot, only was able to kill, I think, 2 Terminators. So that is not the best. So we're going to charge and see if we can take up some of these units with our melee. I was hoping to kill a few more of these fellas before I charged in, but what can you do? So we'll charge these Venatari into these Terminators.
They're very in.
We'll charge the Demonettes with the Custodian Guard. They're in with a 9. Venatari into Shalaxi. They're in with a 7. Trajan into Shalaxi as well with an 8. So charges made it in. We'll see what happens in the combats. Alright, so for my turn, it's only turn 3, but this could cost me the game. The fact that I didn't take out this unit and the fact that Shalaxi didn't die, that is the poopy. I could have used Moment Shackle. I couldn't use Moment Shackle because I had to use it in the start of the fight phase, which I wasn't sure if I was going to do or not. So I got lost a couple of my Wardens. Shalax is still alive. I'm going to toss Cleanse because that didn't happen. And I'm probably going to get Defend Stronghold, but we'll do that once it happens. So I do get 4 points for the primary. Don't get anything for this one. I'm going to bring the score up to 11-21 for the Custodes. All right, and Laura's turn 3, she does draw Assassination and Recover Assets. So those are pretty good cards for her, especially Assassination. Let's see what she can do in her turn 3 and see if I can survive the wave of demons and Emperor's Children coming my way. Shooting phase, pretty, standard. Shot on my Venatari, lost 3 of those from the Land Raider and the Obliterator. So now, because since over here, Shalaxi doesn't want to fall, not Shalaxi, Keeper Secrets doesn't want to fall back through any of these Desperate Breakouts, so was not able to get shot onto my Wardens and blah, blah, blah.
But they did.
But they got shot to death real good. So, looks like I have some charges coming my way. What would you like to charge me with?
I'm going to charge the Land Raider into the Venatari.
Ouch!
And I will tank shock.
You will tank shock me.
And that's in. Boom.
Boom.
Lucius and pals are going to go in. That's a 6. They're Slaaneash's number.
Okay.
And that's, I think, it for charges.
Okay, so it was a bit of a hit and miss a little bit for the melee. I was able to take out some of Lucius's friends here, but my Wardens were taken out, and I did lose some of my Venatari. So, and I swung back with the Venatari and did, I think, 1 wound to the Keeper of Secrets, and then she she did the 5 feel no pain, so I did honestly just do 1 wound. So that is not the best. I do believe Laura's going to throw away Assassination just because I did pop the Moment Shackle with Trajan for the 2-up Involm just to try to keep him alive. Wardens are dead now. He's there alive. We'll see what happens. The score is 18 to 33 for these 2 objectives here. There's not too much I can do. I don't know about this primary. It's going to be a little hard for me. I think I might be able to kill some of our army, but I think the primary is going to be hard to knock those out of here. Let's see what happens. Move on to my turn 4. I did score Defense Stronghold, so let's see if I get something good. We get Extend Battle Lines, could probably do that, and Storm Hostile Objective. 2 good ones. Let's see if I can get some points for those. Up to 3 CP for some magic, and let's see what happens. Okay, so for my turn 2 movement, not the best options really. I did use Multi-Potentiality for 1 CP to fall back over here. I did fall back with the built-in data cards here. Got Overwatch, luckily no wounds. I did move over here. I would love to kill this unit, but I do need to punt this objective towards Loris for points. Moved out here to get some shots on, I see a nice little whip hanging out around the wall. So that's gonna be my movement. Gonna do some shots and I need some stuff to work here. All right, so we math the rest of the game just because I just was not killing enough things. I really need to kill this stuff. The next few turns, she would just mowed me down. So I do think the end score ended up being like 37 to 80 or something like that. I just wasn't able to score any points. This was the first time we played this game, and we didn't quite understand that you scored at the end of the turn, and you didn't actually have to control these. We were kind of playing that we were standing on these, you had to control them to get the points.